Okay, so from here, if we take a look at the colors, we need to get a bit more yellow and we need to get less saturated. So in our material library, let's go ahead and go to our Pyro shader, smoke color, get again a bit more towards yellow like that, and then desaturate it like this. Go ahead and refresh that. And I think this will work much better. At this point, we're looking really, really slow with our render. This particular render is going to take a long time to resolve. So even though Karma is faster, the minute that you introduce the volume scattering, it slows way, way, way down. So this might be a situation where you really want to try to figure out something with XPU. Otherwise, this could take maybe 30, 40 minutes a frame, something like that. And again, that's the original problem that we had with Mantra. It was just really, really slow. So I'm going to pause that. As far as the lighting is concerned, though, there is one flat area that I want to fix, and it's this area along here. I just don't like how flat this is. We have a lot of detail, a lot of contrast in this area going on, but what if we create another light that hits it from left to right and adds more detail along these areas? Let's go ahead and hop into our object context and do just that. On the object level, let's go ahead and make a copy of this volume light right here. And I'm going to twirl this around a bit until we have the sides being skimmed like this. And so what we're doing with this rim is kind of cool. It's basically taking a rim going this way and a rim going that way. And we're kind of essentially pinching in on the cloud when we do that. So let's call this our Karma rim light left, and we'll call the other one the Karma rim light right. Right there. Okay, now back to the stage. We'll probably need to change the exposures on those, but that's okay. There is our new light. Go ahead and bring that in. And now let's see what happens. Okay, and for the most part, I can already tell that this is looking much, much better. We might want to turn that just a bit more, so I'll go ahead and pause this. Again, go back to the object level. And honestly, it's easier just to do it this way. So we'll do that right there. Maybe go, yeah, right about there with it. That's fine. And let's see what happens now back to the stage when we restart the render. Okay, and there we go. Now we have more detail showing up in these areas. From here, I found that if we turn up the intensity on the right rim, that makes it look like there's more of a direction to the light without losing all of the detail that we get from the left rim. So I turned up the right rim. I also turned down the fill a tad bit because we want to keep some areas dark. And that's what we have right here. So I think that right now the lighting on this is looking pretty sweet. People might add more lights, but honestly, I think this is all you need to get this going. Let's try a few more frames just to make sure that this looks nice, and we'll take it from there. Towards the end of the explosion, it looks pretty good. The middle is having a bit too much of a glow happening right now, in my opinion. So let's go down to our volume lights and turn that down. Right now it's 3. Let's try 1.5. Restart that. There we go. That brought back a fair amount of detail. And let's try the very beginning of the explosion. Okay. And again, we're kind of blowing this all out. So let's take the light source here down to 1. There we go. Now we have that coming back. Jumping forward again. Frame 36. All right. And I think that's all looking just fine. So in the next video, let's talk about render settings, move on to that, and yeah.